So for my flipgrid, I decided to research eating and feeding disorders in teens and young people. Eating disorders are characterized by eating behavior that results in health or physiological problems. The most common types are anorexia and bulimia. Anorexia is characterized by restrictive eating that leads to dangerously low body weight and disturbances in self-perceived shape, weight, or image. Bulimia is a disorder that includes episodes of binge eating and then compensatory behaviors afterwards, like forcing yourself to throw up. Anorexia affects 0.4% of women and just a little less of men. It can be genetic. It can lead to a lot of other mental disorders like OCD, anxiety, and social phobia. Some major psychological perspectives that could explain eating disorders are the cognitive perspective, which focuses on the human mental process, thinking, and decision making. So that could help us understand why the brain thinks that it shouldn't eat, etc. And then the biological perspective, which highlights the physical and biological basis of human behavior, and it shows how genetics or damaged areas of the brain affect behavior and personality. So it could show us if it was like a genetic thing, why the brain is affecting the body like that. Not a lot of major psychologists have studied or done extensive research on eating disorders, but a British physician, William Whittle Gray, holds the credit for the discovery of anorexia. The biggest study into eating disorders right now was just recently launched in England, and it was basically designed to improve the lives of eating disorder patients and also to better understand genetic and environmental risk factors of the disorder. So they're trying to just figure out what causes them and to help the patients. If I were to create my own experiment or research, I would test the question why eating disorders in teens are so common. To complete this experiment, I would gather research and look at articles on eating disorders themselves to better understand what they are and how and why people have eating disorders. I would then gather a lot of young teen subjects, male and female, that have suffered or suffer currently from an eating disorder, and I would just ask them about their past and just their life in general to figure out what may have led to their eating disorder. And I would also try and figure out whether it was a genetic thing or if it was part of their environment and biological. Psychology is important in eating disorders to learn more about why they happen and how we can fix or better patients' lives. It's also important to study because anorexia has the highest death rate of any other mental disorder. So if we can at least attempt to make the problem better, we can save a lot of people's lives.